Hello, my name is Glenn Washington, and I am with Jared Odawa.
Yes, thank you very much.
And today we are talking about social services and access to the same. And we are talking especially about access to education. Yeah, Jared, what
Yeah,
do you have to say about
and we really, on our survey, we realized that there is a big gap in respect to access to social services in homes, communities, both in urban and rural areas. And we wanted to speak about the Odawa Ward Service education financial aid benefits.
that? Hmm.
And we figure out that there is need and there's a big gap when it comes to support or a hand of aid in terms of supporting one's education.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the, the, the cost of education in itself
Mm.
is already so high for most families to afford.
Yeah, in this financial aid benefits in respect to education, we have brought stakeholders on board to be able to offer benefits in terms of cash transfers and stipends for students who are under schooling for maybe long courses in their diploma, degree, or master programs, and to offer also emergency and crisis aid benefits. You realize when a student has an emergency where a
Hmm.
family has an issue or health issue has risen, and the student is not able to pursue and further their education.
Hmm.
Some may get a child or a family in between their season of learning, and
Yeah.
somebody has to withdraw for a period of time to support a family, and many are unable to return back to school. And we are running this social service and be able to bring it to the student to be able to access a support structure
Hmm.
in terms of conditional cash transfer, benefits, emergency and crisis aid benefits, and yes, Glenn.
There are obviously courses that are more affordable
Mhm.
than others. So are you covering all the courses? Like,
But basically, it's not about the cost. 1 shilling is much. Much is relative. It may be much to you, much and less to
that's right.
someone else because it depends on the background and support structure a student is having.
Hmm.
The people who are having very expensive courses, but they have means and a support structure to finance the same courses. The people who are doing very basic courses, but they don't have a support structure. So we can't be biased. We have to check and be able to audit the support structure and the background of a student to see does he or she fit for the program. So
So how does a student qualify for for the grants, whether it be the grants or the scholarship? How does one qualify?
we will be able to guide the student through the application process, screen their uh, eligibility,
Hmm.
see if they are indeed in need or they fit the cluster of need that we are supporting.
Hmm.
Because we have grants and scholarship at the same scheme, and also we have loans, credit, and relief benefits. And we don't know upon screening, that's the time we can be able to validate that in terms of the access to the education support scheme, which one that the student fit.
Up to what level of education do you?
We support from not primary level. We support from primary to master's level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So the unfortunate spiel
Mm,
is that even, I mean, in our society, even
mm,
though one may be schooled
mm.
and properly educated, they may end up, you know, being unemployed.
Yeah, we have realized that we, in terms of the access to social services, that a student needs support not only in terms of education,
Yeah,
need a hand of support in terms of access to employment.
that's right.
And we have merged the two, the education financial benefit scheme and an employment aid support scheme.
Hmm.
Because upon finishing school, you are unemployed for a season before you are introduced to the job market. and you need a hand of support for the same.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you may find, for instance, and I have heard of several, um, someone who's gone through a medical school and then they graduate, and unfortunately they're not able to find unemployment.
What we normally say, like a medical student, before they access their before before they access their permit or practicing licenses in that season, they are unemployed. The same applies also to lawyers. Before they can pass the bar exam and be able to open their own practice, they have to act or work under other law firms. And you realize every student they face as they are waiting graduation, as they are 2 years to 3 years into the job market, they have an experience. They need to volunteer, gather experience. They need to be able to be placed in the right opportunities, and in that phase they are unemployed. They need to support their lifestyle and their living cost, and the unemployment benefits act to support the living expense and give somebody a job seeker allowance. They have to travel, go for interviews, apply for jobs in and out, and they need an income support program.
That's right.
And therefore we can place them in income support programs within the industry and companies that are our funders and who contributes to our fund to be able to support and sustain the program. And therefore we see that the education program, the education financial aid program and the unemployment, they work hand in hand, because you see, if a student during the learning season, when he or she is in campus or in school during holidays, can they be placed in an economical viable company and still contribute to our scheme of fund? We are benchmarking a whole sustainable program to support the two programs.
Have you thought or considered creating a pool of networks whereby those who apply for to the organization may be referred?
We have what you call a placement program.
Okay.
Because you realize that upon application, there are people who are in professional practice. There are people who are in non-professional. There are those who need blue collar or white collar jobs, and you realize the category or cluster of need is a bit different per every person. And we have the job placement program where we have 56 companies and multinational industries and NGOs and bodies that are within our reach. We see what fits and what can they contribute in the entire job market. Some can volunteer during holidays. Some can be able to offer their skills during the holiday season and contribute to the fund and be able to see if we can run a sustainable program. And I think we have been able to benefit so many people, and we still believe in scaling our reach for every home, community and region to have a support structure in respect to the education benefit scheme and the unemployment benefit scheme. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we have our gala every weekend,
right,
where we bring stakeholders who want to finance non-profit investment frontiers. Therefore, feel free. You can attend our
How
weekly...
about those who are not able to be there in person?
All right, we really don't, because you can't eat via online, so you can admire our photos by far. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Otherwise...
Hello, my name is Glenn Washington, and I am with Jared Odawa.
Yes, thank you very much.
And today we are talking about social services and access to the same, especially about
on our survey, we realized that there is a big gap about the Odawa service education financial aid benefits, and we figure out that there is need and there's a big gap when it comes to support or a hand of aid in terms of supporting one's education.
The cost of education in itself is already so high, most families can afford.
Yeah, in this financial aid benefits investment education, we have brought stakeholders on board to offer benefits in terms of cash transfers and students who are under schooling for the courses and master programs, and offer also emergency and crisis benefits. You realize when a student has an emergency, has an issue or a health issue, and other students pursue further education. Some may get a child, a family between their season of learning. Somebody has to withdraw for some period of time to support a family. Many are unable to return back to school, and we are running this social service and be able to bring it to the student to be able to access a support structure in terms of conventional cash transfer, benefits, emergency and crisis aid benefits. Yes,
There are obviously courses that are more affordable than others, so all the courses.
but basically it's not about the cost. 1 shilling is much is relative. It may be much to you, much less to someone else. It depends on some students who have very expensive courses and as a student who are doing very basic courses structure. So we can't be biased. We have to check and bring forward the support structure and the background of the student to see does he or she fit for the program. So
How does a student qualify for grants, like grants, a scholarship? How does one qualify?
we will be able to guide the student through the application process, screen their